What's up? What's up? What's up? Diehards, it's your boy. As you can see, my eyes and my face is melted still, man, from this week's festivities. I haven't really slept too good in the last couple of days. Shout out to all my Knicks family out there. Home opener was dope. It seems like it's a continuation of a more dope play, 65-35. In my head, I really want to be winning by 30 by the halftime. And before I can blink, we're up 65-35. All right, so listen, this is not a coincidence now. This is like, we are for real right now. We played 4 preseason games, which were everybody was worried about minutes and giving this guy a chance to play, giving that guy a chance to play. Check it out, man. Preseason at this stage of the game, you only have 4 games to get everybody situated. You know what I'm saying? So those 4 games that we won was not for nothing, man. It was like setup games to get us ready for now. The Knicks are a well-oiled machine. You can see it. You can see the way that we played Boston. Maybe we had a little bit of nerves. Maybe we had just still trying to get things together. Shout out to Boston. They made a lot of big shots. The Knicks made a lot of big shots too. Defense might not have been as crisp as we wanted it to be. We couldn't really stop Mr. Brown. But today's a different day. Today we're playing the team that we should beat, and we're totally waxing their ass right now, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Usual suspects, man. I gotta do something for you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys coming in there every time I push start broadcast, man. You guys always here for me, man. So thank you for hanging out, and we're gonna do it, man. Right now I'm watching the Orlando's telecast. Like I said, I enjoy watching other people's telecasts because just different perspectives. Orlando, the way that the Magic organization wants to be represented on TV, and the way the fans are, stuff like that, just totally different from the New York experience. So I mean, New York fans, we're crazy. All the videos that are going viral right now, that's a real thing, man. People were really going crazy in the Garden when we was there. Our little MBK crew was going crazy too, man. Salvia's in the building. Shout out to Green, Evergreen and stuff like that, man. But just other fans are just way different, man. So shout out to you guys. You got Julian Bloom, we got Jarrell is here, Big Tess, same usual suspects, man. Holcomb, we got the Graffinry. What's up, my brother? Shy Powers, what's up? Salute to you, Mr. Shy Powers. I got a chance to meet Shy actually at the home opener, man. Shout out to you, man. I've been trying to find you, so now I got you, man. So now every time I see you, I'll make sure I shout you out, man. So shout out to Shy Powers. I really appreciate the support that you guys give, man, and just great people, man. Shy's a good dude, man. I got a chance to chop it up a little bit with him. Big Tass and Low Snicks, man. Shout out to you guys, man. So let's talk about this game. So far, let's just get this out the way. Shout out to State. This is Mo Bamba, right? Mo Bamba is State's guy, right? 6.6 rebounds in 20 minutes. That's decent, we're talking about trading for him and down the line, giving him money and stuff like that. With these extensions that the teams are getting right now, Mo Bamba probably would get a $20 million extension just off the GP that he could get better. Guys like Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr. just got some money, I believe. Who else we got here? They just got a whole team full of young guys, man. Jonathan Isaacs is going to get money. Gary Harris got some money. Michael Carter Williams once upon a time had some money. I think Etuan Moore had got some money at one point. So these are guys that are like way on the bottom of the bench. The guys are hurt. Not worth it. Not worth giving contracts for guys that are not like part of your franchise. So this is how the Knicks used to be, a bunch of guys that are high up on the salary cap, but just are not actually contributing to the team. Markel Fultz is another high draft pick guy, somebody that they paid, to be here for them too. Just wasted roster spots. Like I said, Wendell Carter Jr. just got money for what? If they got Mo Bamba, it doesn't make any sense. But the Knicks, this is not the Knicks anymore. This is the Knicks are on a whole different level that we never even thought that they would be on at this point. Where's my guy? Shout out to France Wagner. I got him on my fantasy team, man. He was on his net for the longest, man. He was able to get 8 points, finished with 1 rebound. I need some more rebound just for my fantasy team, man. Jalen Suggs, he seemed like he played okay in the beginning. Excuse me, but same thing with Cole Anthony. I feel like they're the same player. That they're not really going to do anything, for them this year. And it's it's like I'm looking through a time warp. Like I said, this used to be the Knicks. We had a bunch of young guys on the team, nothing really going for us. In the middle of everything, you got a guy like Terrence Ross that's wasting his life there on his team, 12 minutes, 3 points. RJ Hampton is the same person as Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs, all same players. Robin Lopez is wasting his life here. A couple of these guys all do the same thing. Jonathan Isaacs. I remember I was getting into Twitter arguments about Jonathan Isaacs, how he's going to be this great player because he can play defense and he can shoot the three. I mean, whatever, man. Look where he is now. The dude hasn't played in like a year and a half, but people still got him high on the totem pole. Chuma has a hip problem. A lot of issues with that Magic team, man. So I had to get that out the way. Just talk badly about the Magic, just to remind us of where we came from, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Knicks, man. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson has incredible defensive awareness, man. I feel like he like when you talk about a nose for the ball, like a lot of coaches say, "Oh, a guy has a nose for the ball." That's the cliche. For somebody that has really good defensive awareness. Mitchell Robinson, he's in the middle of every single defensive play that we have. Right now, he's stronger now. The strength is coming in when he's trying to get rebounds, and a lot of times he gets knocked off balance. He's got knocked off balance plenty of times tonight, man. So, but what's different about it now is that he's able to actually grip the ball and secure it, rather than get it knocked out and we lose the possession just basically because he doesn't have any strength. But, you can see that, man. But there's a couple times where guys go over the back. I feel like the NBA don't call over the back anymore. You could just jump over a guy and just take it from him, even if you're boxing out. So, the NBA is so goofy with the way that they call games and stuff. Shout out to FIBA because the NBA and FIBA are supposed to be coming through with some kind of agreement. Hopefully, they can combine the rules, whatever works for FIBA. Hopefully, they can implement that with the NBA and vice versa, just to get these rules and basketball more together, man, because over the back doesn't get called in NBA like that. Overseas it does. You know what I'm saying? So there's a couple other things too. But outside of that, RJ Barrett is the same way. Same thing, just like Mitchell Robinson. Defensive awareness. The defensive awareness for this entire club. I can't even single out anybody, that just like playing such over the top defense. I feel like everybody's playing great defense. So and this is like game 2. Shout out to Evan Fournier. I shouted him out when I was talking to State yesterday. Giving a recap of the first game, that how Evan Fournier was all over the place too. He was covering a lot of ground. It seems like they instinctively know when to switch. Usually they don't get that way until like I said, 20 games into the season. Not necessarily until January, after the New Year, after Christmas. That's when guys really start to get that chemistry. I feel like the Knicks have the chemistry now. Kemba Walker is running this team like beautifully. He came off with 3 screens and got 3 3-pointers. He has 9 points. The assists are not there, but not for nothing, Kemba Walker has never been a big assist guy. Maybe 5 assists per game, 6 assists maybe. In his career, he's never been a crazy assist guy. But right now the Knicks as a team are just a great passing team. We're still running the ball a lot through Julius Randle. I'll get to him in a second. But we're not really a heavy point guard team where the ball is in his hands and they have to make a decision. So don't look for Kemba Walker to get those big assist games often. 1 assist in the half, that's probably going to be what he's going to give us. These coming off his screens and scoring, that type of thing, that's exactly what he's going to be doing for us. So just expect it. That's what we were getting from Elfrid when Elfrid was healthy in the beginning of last season, but it was just few and far between. I was trying to shout out State the other night too when he was saying that like a bad game from Kemba is like light years away from a bad game from Elfrid. So I don't know if you can consider this a bad game for Walker, but those 3 3-pointers, man, is a godsend, because we just didn't have that last year. In that manner from the point guard position, we just didn't have that last year. Shout out to Julius Randle. Julius Randle is doing Julius Randle shit. 7 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds in 16 minutes. That's it. A lot of people complain about him, handling the ball too much. But a 6 foot, not a 6 foot, whatever, a power forward that can lead the break in the way that he does. That there's nobody in the NBA doing what he does, man. So why would we take that away from us? That's a strength that we have. This able to dominate teams in such a way, especially a team like Orlando and the team that Boston tried to put at us last night. They try to go small, whatever, and then Randle just ate those guys up over there. There's nobody that can guard him on Boston. That was on the floor. Talking about Al Horford and those type of guys, they probably could do a better job on Julius Randle. But a team like Orlando can't do anything to him. That's why he has like the high assists right now and whatever, because they just can't handle him. There's no, Julius Randle doesn't have to dominate the ball scoring in this game. Speaking of dominant scoring right now, Evan Fournier is just on fire. I feel like it's the offense that we run. Fournier is just open 24 hours a day. He's open. So he's going to be an active scorer for us early on until the scouting report catches up to him. And then we'll have to adjust what we're doing. But right now, Fournier is wide open. Everything that we do is going to benefit Fournier to get him the shots that he normally makes. So one thing that's really great too is the two-man game that Julius Randle and Fournier gets themselves involved in. So I mean, it's crazy. One guy makes one move, the other guy comes behind him, he passes it to him. The other guy, and they keep doing it until they get the corner three, which Fournier that's like a layup to him. A couple other things too, man. They did a couple a couple plays where I mentioned it also before, where RJ and Fournier are both on either end, and they do like a crisscross kind of pick thing, and depending on who's open, whoever makes the read gives the ball to that person, and then it ends up getting an open three for the other guy in the corner, man. So I mean, it's amazing, man. Like I enjoy talking about basketball and just how good we are right now. This is not a joke, man. Like we really are this good. And we're just super talented right now. I didn't even get a chance to talk about some of these other guys here because the game's about to start again. The game's about to start again for me. The second half is starting right now. Kemba Walker's bringing the ball up the court against Cole Anthony. Yeah, like I said, there's guys like Derrick Rose. It seems like he can't miss a 3-pointer at this point. He can get to the basket when he wants to. He's beautifully passing the ball in an active in an action way. And quickly was able to hit threes. Quickly is kind of like if he doesn't have it going, that's going to be his role. If he doesn't have it going, he's going to the bench. Today he had it going, so he was able to stick out there. He was still finding minutes for Alec Burks with all this. And then shout out to Obi. Obi's just doing Obi stuff too. Just super active. What's impressing me about Obi is his ability to finish. There was a play where they had a fast break where two guys are running together, and they threw an alley-oop. And Obi had jumped, I think, with RJ. They both jumped together, but then Obi retrieved it and still was able to finish it as he was fading out of bounds, man. So that's something that he wasn't doing last year. So if he can do that for us, that everything that he's doing is just perfect. Jericho Sims had 2 points and 4 rebounds. Just strong, man. Somebody that we could just throw in there to give us that bite. And I feel like no matter who we put in there, I feel like we don't lose a beat, man. So, that's my extended halftime report, man. So I hope you guys agree, man. Like I said, I'm just looking at the box score while I'm talking to you guys. I see everybody talking. Yeah, man, it's just crazy, man. We have a really good fucking team. It's unbelievable. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Having a good time in the chat there. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the game, man. So far, so good. Orlando. Orlando's a young team, man, so they have no chance. I feel like the Knicks might end up winning by 40 if they can continue this onslaught. Right now it's 69-35 on my clock. I got 10-27. Let's see what's going on here with the box score. So the box score is about the same. I expect that to update unless the Knicks have a timeout right now. But 69-35 according to the NBA Google website there. Yeah, man, we're at the free throw line. Who's this here? You got Suggs at the free throw line. Yeah, man, just scouting other teams. Suggs. I thought Suggs was going to be a really good player coming in. But to me now, watching him next to Cole Anthony, how much better is he than to Cole Anthony? Having those two guys in the same position kind of reminds me of Lowry and what's the other dude? The guy that's in Memphis right now. No, excuse me, he's in Utah. Conley, Lowry and Conley. They're basically the same guy. So it depends on who you want. So right off the bat, Suggs and Cole are starting. So we just kind of see what they're gonna do with that. So shout out to I just want to shout out to everybody here. YouTube is heavy, man. This is like a primary YouTube show, but I also have Facebook connected and I also have Twitter connected too. So for anybody that's watching from other channels, from the Facebook and Twitter, this is what I do on YouTube, man. So I'm giving you guys kind of like a sneak peek. So if you guys continue to enjoy watching on Facebook, I'll do it as long as people are watching. Twitter needs to step up too, man. Twitter looks a little bit, but I think the majority of everybody is watching on YouTube right at the moment. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in to the halftime show here. Right now, I'm just looking at just the way they play. Mo Bamba, you can see the the potential. Same thing with Suggs. They had like a give and go play there where Suggs was able to get a nice athletic layup there. So you can see the potential, man. But their potential is not anytime soon. Looking to trade with this team. I think for them down the line, they're probably gonna end up packaging most of these guys together to try to get that star. They are in Florida. So that's possible for them to do. The Knicks are not on that level, man. We're on a different level. So if we're gonna do anything, it'll probably be lateral to get somebody, an extra player, maybe down the line. So I'm thinking that's where we will be trying to get that extra player down the line. So I think we'll be in the market for that. But it's the extra player without messing up the chemistry we have. That's what's going to be important about it. So I mean, like, you got guys like Nerlens Noel is still not playing because he's hurt. So we have a couple guys that are just dangling that we don't necessarily need so much. But that's where we have to be careful, man, because we'll bite ourselves in our own ass, trying to do too much. So maybe the best way, for us is just to let it play out, and then we'll just reevaluate it when it comes down to the trade deadline. Not think, too many years ahead of time, because I think right now this is where we are as a team. We're here. We've been saying it that we're here, and we legit are here right now. Yeah, man. So far the Knicks are doing well, man. They're running like a pseudo triangle, man. Right now they're struggling a little bit. You can see Tom Thibodeau getting pissed off because they basically took the foot off the neck of Orlando right now. So they're squandering, trying to figure out their footing a little bit. Orlando Magic is getting a little bit more organized in their half court sets. Everything is just a little bit different now. Like guys are not making layups. You just saw Suggs swim around the paint and go around a guy and then give it to him in the post. That's like weird shit. That's shit that it's just not traditional style basketball. This is like the evolution of the game where guys pass up layups, to spin around and give a guy a ball in the paint that he should have been called for 5 seconds to begin with because he was standing there forever. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different NBA, man, that we're playing in now. The Knicks are running like a pseudo triangle as well. There's a lot of 3-man movements with 2 guys sitting in the corner. So the spacing is impeccable for the Knicks, man. Three-point shooting seems to be our bread and butter. And I love it. We gotta, we have the talent, we have the shooters. I feel like we have a shooter at every position except Mitchell Robinson. But then if you take Mitchell Robinson and put Julius Randle in with Obi, now you got 5 shooters on the court at the same time. So that's where we are, man. Knicks are just a good team. Just checking you guys out. 69 to 35. Right now we're 69 to 43 at the moment, according to the Google thing there. Shout out to everybody here. Everybody's sharing pleasantries and stuff with each other. Yeah, Mr. DeGraff and Reed. Yeah, man. The Big Debbie. This is Jay from Florida. I see Jay from Florida on Twitter, man. Shout out to him on I think Instagram as well. If you can't beat the Bucks, we're not here. But listen, man, shout out to the Bucks, right? Because this argument we was having at work, right? The guys were saying that it was just one game. We beat Boston. It was a great game, but it was just only one game. Why are you getting so excited? Okay, the same people that say that were going crazy when the Bucks won their first game, when they smacked whatever team they played, right? And then whatever team they played in game 2, they got smacked. You know what I'm saying? So, which is it? Are you allowed to cheer for your team or over cheer for your team like the Bucks? Oh, the Bucks are so good, right? Yo, just because they won the championship, a lot of things happen with that with them to win that championship too. So it's not like they totally dominated their way to win the championship. They actually were very lucky. So like one inch back, and Brooklyn is in the finals instead of the Bucks. And also too, like Phoenix, Phoenix kind of wet the bed. Chris Paul got tired at the end of that series. A couple other things that they were doing that they were doing all playoffs they didn't do in the finals. So they basically played a weaker opponent. Against the Bucks, and the Bucks weren't even playing that good either. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks weren't even playing that good either. So I mean, for if the point I'm trying to say is if guys are gonna big up the Bucks because they're the champions and they blew out their number one their first game, their second game they got their ass beat by Miami, got spanked big time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to call it for what it is, man. The Bucks are good, but they're not so much better than the Knicks. The Knicks are proven right now, even though the Orlando's caught up a little bit, but we were winning by 30, at the half, so teams have pride. They're not gonna completely just sit down for the Knicks unless they're Charlotte getting beat by 70. We turn the vibration off on this thing here. Pause. Yeah, man, but the Knicks are taking care of business. The Orlando Magic is not Miami. You know what I'm saying? They're a young team, so we're taking them down. We're taking them the way the way we're supposed to take them down. And I'm looking, I don't want to look ahead, man, because I mean the NBA is a game of runs. The Knicks could get cold all of a sudden, and these young boys can all of a sudden get hot, and now all of a sudden we got a game. We already know that with Boston, because we were up that Boston game. We were up at the 49-second mark in the fourth quarter, and I'm standing up clapping. Next thing you know, here goes the first overtime. Here goes the second overtime. So things happen in this NBA. We got Mo Bamba shooting threes here, directing the offense. He's guarding Mitchell Robinson. It's a mismatch, really. It's a mismatch inside for the most part with Mitchell Robinson's ability to play defense and things of that nature. But shooting a three, Mo Bamba's been able to hit a couple threes and things of that nature. It's good to see the young guys develop, man, getting more mature and stuff like that. Mo Bamba's communicating. He's doing the best that he can. That 3 seconds, man, I feel like they really need to do something about that, because Mo Bamba been sitting in that paint the whole time I've been talking, trying to praise his defense. He's been sitting in the paint, and there goes on Kemba Walker with another three. So that's the role, man. That's the role for these guys. Let me see what's going on with this box score. For the Knicks, you got Kemba Walker. They got to refresh this. Kemba Walker just hit another three. So we got to see what's going on here with that. He just hit another three. So Kemba Walker, it says only got 9, but I think he has 12 because he just hit a 3 there. He just got fouled too. The referees have been very inconsistent with that 3-point shot, man. I know they're not calling it, the like shooting into players, but some of these plays are not that play. They just swallowing the whistle, assuming that that's what's going to happen. But just now, Kemba Walker jumped up and shot a 3, and he got fouled, but they didn't call it. But it wasn't one of those shots where he jumped into a player. You get what I'm saying? So the referees will catch up to. The referees, they're basically in the beginning of the season too. They got to get themselves together too. So hopefully the referees can get it together and catch up. So these the players can adjust. To adjust better, and we can have better basketball games out there. Yeah, man. So they finally changed the Kemba Walker thing. So Kemba Walker got 11. So they counted as a 2, I assume there. Still no assist for Kemba Walker, but he's doing a good job at least leading the offense. Him coming off a pick is just unstoppable. R.J. Barrett with an open 3-pointer. He misses it. Here we goes Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic they're much younger, and they're deep. And shout out to Wagner. Was that Wagner? Wagner just shot a 3. So I mean, I feel like with a team as deep as theirs, they really don't need to do like a traditional what do you call 10-man rotation, that type of thing. Because I'm looking at it now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now they got Mo Bamba playing 24 minutes, Wagner's on 24 minutes, Suggs 21 minutes. I mean, they don't really need to do that. Have these guys playing such heavy minutes because how much better are these guys to RJ Hampton? Get Archie Hampton out there, let him get a sweat too. Let split these minutes up, and because that's if I was coaching that team, that's their strength. Their strength is their depth. So get guys out there, have them run, and just let them go crazy. Just don't bog them down with all these elaborate offensive schemes. Just put the guys out there, let them run, let them get their sweat out, and things like that. Wendell Carter Jr., they got him listed here as a power forward, as you can see here. That's what the Google says. But he's been traditionally a power forward. I mean, a center. Bamba, they got him listed as a center, but he's more of a power forward. It's really like a positionless NBA is what they say. But I think having both of those guys on the same team is redundant. That's the whole Orlando Magic roster is redundancy. But good defense by RJ Barrett, steal. So I mean the score is 73-54 according to my TV. And this has to be reset, man. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm still messing around with what works the best here. So right now the Google sites are not really doing too good. So let's check out the NBA. Let me switch this out and check out the NBA scoreboard here. NBA. Yeah, NBA's box score stuff was pretty good during the summer. So let's see if I can get to their page. What's weird is there's so many sites now that the NBA site is not the first one. You have to like scroll now. Just the way the world is now. Let's get this box score going. All right, so this is like a more complete box score. So we'll be using that. Let's get that up there. Right now, the Knicks are kind of floundering, but Orlando just doesn't have the talent to catch up. So even though the Knicks aren't playing good, Orlando is just not good enough to catch up right now. As I think Cole Anthony just hit a 3-pointer. So that's how teams get back into things, man. Just like letting them sit around. You're not doing well. On your offense right now, it says that the Knicks are 0 for 6 from 3, while Orlando Magic is 4 for 7. That's basically with the third quarter, the whole tail of the third quarter. They got like 5 minutes or so left. Right now, I would say the momentum is on Orlando Magic's hands right now. The Knicks seem to be like shell shocked a little bit. Mitchell Robinson looks like he hurt his leg there. Oh God, he's holding his hamstring. He just punched the floor. Let's see if he runs up the court. He's still in the backcourt right now. All right, he finally comes across. He's limping. So he was holding his hamstring, man. So I don't like that. We're going to have to see what's up with that. I think they're calling a timeout. I think Orlando's calling a timeout. So we're going to see what's up with Mitchell Robinson. Hopefully he hurt himself. It looked like he hurt his hamstring. Definitely grabbed that leg, man. He grabbed the leg and punched the floor. So that's never a good thing. Whenever you see athletes punch the floor, that's bad. So let's get this NBA.com box score up here. I guess I'll use the NBA.com box score because it's so elaborate, man. Look at this. RJ Barrett, he's 0 for 5 from 3. Still got 7 points. That's the thing with RJ Barrett. That first game against Boston, he was quiet in the first half. He didn't score at all, but he's playing great defense and he was able to do other things too. So with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, he got a block, he got a steal. It's not what else can you ask for, man? 1 for 3 from the free throw line. That's one thing he got to improve on too. Is his free throws. He missed a couple free throws last night too. I think it was like he missed 2 in a row at one point when we kind of needed it during the game there. A couple other guys. Julius Randle's just doing what he does. Julius Randle's already at 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. That's a whole game's worth of statistics there. And we still got a whole quarter of basketball, a quarter plus 5. We still got like 15 minutes. What's that? 17 minutes left in the game. And Julius Randle's already done for the day. Like I said, Mitchell Robinson just hurt his leg. He got 9 rebounds. That's important. So the thing what I was saying earlier about his strength, what's helping with that is his ability to rebound. Because last year, up until this point, Mitchell Robinson hasn't really been that great of a rebounder. If you want to talk about his minutes, if he got more minutes, maybe he'll get more rebounds. He has 22 minutes right now, and he has 9 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? So that's a totally different player right there, because he never did that his entire Knicks career. And this is what, year 4? This is year 4 for Mitchell Robinson. So up until this point, he's never been able to play like 20 something minutes and have, the 9 rebounds or whatever. Usually he'll finish the game with like 30 something minutes and have the 9 rebounds. So if he can continue this pace, he might actually be up there close to that 17 point. Imagine him, a couple of games down the road in the season, and he's averaging that many rebounds, 15 rebounds a game. So I mean, me and Evergreen had that 3-hour conversation where I was like shitting on paying Mitchell Robinson, but if Mitchell Robinson is going to give us 15 rebounds a game, then maybe 15 million a year is not so bad. Especially if the defensive awareness that he has, not necessarily the block shots, it's his ability to fill in spots for us, close gaps. Then I guess you got to pay him. But we'll see what's up with that injury, man. I don't know if he's back in the game. Are the Knicks playing small ball? Yep, the Knicks are playing small ball. So Mitchell Robinson is on the bench. You can see they got some ice packs on his leg there. He's favoring that left leg. That was a leg that he was holding. So we'll see how that goes, man. We still got the manpower, because even though Mitchell Robinson doesn't play, damn, Julius Randle with the tomahawk left hand dunk, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get the box score here so you guys can see it. So we got a little bit of color. And Julius Randle, he had a couple big time dunks so far in this young season. Against Boston, he had a nice two-handed dunk. He got to strut a little bit, and just now on the strong side, he just went baseline on Lopez. Lopez can't do nothing about that, but Lopez still had a nice effort. So that's a good poster. So back in the days, that would have been one of those things where you hope that you find that in the mall when you're going through the posters. See Julius Randle banging in on Robin Lopez. So far, so good, man. So I mean, Orlando Magic, they did bite into this lead. So the score, well, according to the NBA thing, is 59 to 80. So that's 20 points, 21 points. Right now, I'm at the 3 minutes and 39 second mark. So damn, man, I'm on like almost a minute behind. So I don't know if you guys are watching on streams too. But the streams are always a little bit delayed. Shout out to all the cable companies that don't have MSG right now. So I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that don't have access to MSG at this moment because of that problem. So I got to resort to my little special brews that I got here in the stash to hold me down when I'm mobile. Shout out to everybody here, man. Yeah, shout out to Still Knicks fans, aka Capadonna. My man looks just like Capadonna. He's super cool, man. Super tall as well. So this is one of the Still Knicks fans is one of the guys that were hanging out with us at the home opener with Nothing But Knicks live stream that he had at Legends. Man, it was great. Good opportunity to meet a bunch of guys. Everybody's cool. Like I said, that's all we asked for. Like, shout out to Greenhouse. I don't know if Greenhouse is watching. There goes Greenhouse. Shout out to Greenhouse. I think Greenhouse, hit me up today, and he asked me, "Yo, man, if there's a game, hit him up, and then we can see if we can link up and stuff." That's all we ask for as Knicks fans, man. We just want like somewhere to chill with somebody like you that cares about the team as much as we do. So shout out to you guys for hanging out with me, man. I don't know if you guys are on a job, Mr. the Graffery. I don't know if you're working, man. You're watching me while you're working. For anybody, just hanging out with me, man. This is what we want as Knicks fans. We just want to share our experience with other people, man. So that's what that get together was all about. And like I said, shout out to Still Knicks fans, man. It was good meeting him. Like I said, he has his own podcast too, so check him out. Very intelligent guy. He has his own co-host over there too. So everybody's doing their thing, man. So just support everybody. Today, I caught one of my coworkers watching ESPN, and I just let him watch it, right? So then, I just asked him what he was watching, and we got into a basketball conversation, and he just was a troll, like not a troll, like a clone, just a ESPN clone. He was just regurgitating whatever they were saying, but whatever they were saying wasn't true. because I was actually at the game, so I let people talk, man. They'll talk themselves into a hole, So he was saying stuff that wasn't true because I was at the game and I saw the game. He was watching it, So you can already tell that people are not real fans. They just like to regurgitate stuff that they hear. So I would rather people regurgitate stuff that a real Knicks fan is saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to Greenhouse and all this. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt. Ain't nothing to do with shout out. Just like it ain't nothing to hit the damn thumbs up button. So while you guys are watching me preach, man, hit that freaking thumbs up button, man, so I can stay around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yo, not for nothing. The thumbs up, like I didn't really understand what it was until I started doing it. That thumbs up is the equivalent of dropping a dime into the bucket. Literally, it's like the equivalent of dropping 10 cents into a cup. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so if you got 10 cents, hit the thumbs up button, man. That's basically what it is. So I mean, you could do the math yourself. You want to talk about being monetized and stuff like that. 46, thumbs ups is like what, times 10. You know what I'm saying? So you do your math times 10 cents. I should say. You know what I'm saying? So we're not making millions of dollars here. So but like I said, those thumbs up just helps the algorithms to keep more people engaged and just helps grow the channel. You know how it goes. Keep it real, man. Tell you what it is. It's not, like I said, it's not like we're making so much money on these things here, but it's about getting more people involved and just building the channel. To provide more content and things of that nature. Yeah, man. So, like I said, just support, man. We support each other like that. Let's do it. Yeah, man. I like Obi Toppin's haircut. So I think the Knicks might have like a new barber. The one guy that needs a barber is freaking Burks. Alec Burks. Yo, his hair is crazy, man. I feel like he's like a crackhead or something. Like he used to be a crackhead. His sneaker game is the worst. I feel like he wears like the worst sneakers in like the whole NBA. Last year, I felt like he was wearing black Uptowns or freaking Monarchs. Like he was wearing all black Monarchs last year with like 3/4 black socks that he got from what do you call Foot Locker. It's crazy, man. Yeah, so I think the Knicks must have like a good team barber because I feel like everybody's laced now. Obi Toppin had that weird mini fro nonsense that he had going on. So they tapered that down, whatever. So he looks good, man. Fournier was looking crazy too. Fournier was looking like a rabbi, the way his hair was. But they shaped him up. He's balding, but they made it look good, man. Yeah, so as Fournier comes around the screen, right now the Knicks are kind of cold, not for nothing. But even though we're cold, we're still maintaining that 20-25 point lead. So that's one thing. One thing right now we got to be very careful is getting hurt. Right now I got 26 seconds on this third quarter clock. Orlando Magic just throwing shit at the dartboard at this point, man. These guys can't shoot for shit. The young guys, man, they're out there trying to get a sweat. As we're going into the fourth quarter now, I just want to talk about like the fact that people still talking about getting youth and getting draft picks for players and stuff like that. By doing that, constantly playing like that, you're gonna end up like the Orlando Magic. And look at the Orlando Magic. Now you got guys that be like, oh man, we gotta play the young guys, play the young guys. This is what play the young guys look like. Look at Orlando Magic. Do we want to be like that? People still complaining that we need more young people. We need to play the young guys. Come on, man. What we need to do is continue to draft well and continue to let guys stay in a spot where they have to work to get to the next spot. So I'm gonna look at something. What's the name? I see you guys talking about Obi Toppin's block and stuff like that. This one player here that came in here. He actually played 6 seconds right there. Quentin Grimes, same thing like last game. Quentin Grimes came in there for I think like 2 seconds last game. No stats. I'll be surprised if I see anything there. No stats there. But what's the point of putting him in there only for 6 seconds? You know what I'm saying? It's psychological warfare out there, man. It's psychological warfare. He is letting Grimes know that I see you. You know what I'm saying? That's Tom Thibodeau and the coaching staff letting Quentin Grimes know that we see him. So put him in a game, make him think that he's going to get some minutes, take him right back out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that anxiety to make you hungry, to make you want to stay in that game. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it. I feel the what the Knicks are trying to do with that. It's a psychological game. It's not about giving guys all these extra minutes just to see them. Because I mean, like I said, look at Orlando. We're not Orlando Magic. We are a good team. Right now, Quentin Grimes and Deuce McBride and things like that. We don't need to give these guys minutes in the season like this. Even though we're beating Orlando right now, playing them at the start of the fourth quarter is not the right thing. You're trying to build a winning franchise. You want your guys to know what it's like to smoke teams. So let them smoke the teams. Let them feel the heat, because the Knicks kind of like took the foot off of the guys' necks. You gotta leave them out there. Let them feel it. You have to let them feel it. So I agree with everything that Tom Thibodeau is doing as far as psychologically trying to train his team to prepare them for down the road. So same thing like with the summer league. We not summer league, the preseason. We won 4 straight in the preseason. We gotta prepare ourselves for the season. So now all these little mind games and these little things that we do for our players in the beginning of the season is gonna prepare us for the dog days of the season when things don't seem to matter anymore. That's why they want to have that midseason tournament. I don't know if they're gonna do that this year, but that's why the NBA wants to have a midseason tournament, just to keep the players engaged in the season every year. Who just shot that 3-pointer over there? And on Ross. Ross is a good player. Ross is, a lot of guys wanted Ross at the trade deadline last year, but we ended up getting his boy Evan Fournier, man. So, they're basically the same player, except Ross got a little bit more bounce. The guys are getting old now, man. They're getting long in the tooth. Who's that? Obi Toppin with a corner 3-pointer. He's making those 3-pointers, man. This is an updated thing here. So Obi Toppin has 8 points right now. He has no rebounds. Wow, no rebounds. 1 assist. He does have a block. He's very active. I'm not going to say anything bad about Obi Toppin. He doesn't have any rebounds, but as a team, we have like 40. As a team, we have 44 rebounds right now, man. So we're team rebounding really well. Alec Burke got 4. Who else? Derrick Rose got 3. Fournier got 3. Julius Randle got 7. Richard Robinson had 9. Julius Randle has 9 also. So, and RJ Barrett has 7. So we're doing a great job team rebounding, man. So I'm not gonna get on Obi's case about anything right now. He's working so hard that it's not that time right now. It's not that time to be shitting on your players at this level. Right now we really need to just focus on the game itself. Let's see what Orlando's doing, because I see Wagner that I picked up today. He has 16 points. So he didn't really play well in that first quarter, but since the first quarter, he really starting to light it up now. So shout out to Franz Wagner. I think I got Franz Wagner, or is it Mortis Wagner? No, I got Franz Wagner. He got 16 points, man. They got his fantasy. I don't know what we would do without fantasy, man. So now my stream is starting to act up. Here we go. All right. Yeah, on my clock, I got 10:51 left in the fourth. Knicks are up by 20 with Wagner shooting. Now we're only up by 19. So, like I said, this is the point of the game where guys will say, "Oh, how come they're not playing the young guys?" Look at this. This is an NBA team still, man. We still could have squandered this lead. I don't want to, but it's still possible for us to make mistakes like that, to mess up the game here. I just want to see what's going on with Orlando. Mo Bamba, 11 and 8 at the moment, 2 blocks, 1 steal. Just getting the sweat, not doing nothing. 4 for 7 from the field. 3 for 5 from 3. Nobody else really worth talking about. Jalen Suggs is playing okay. It says he has 8 assists. I'm watching the game, out the corner of my left eye. I don't really see anything that Suggs is doing so crazy. A lot of dribbling around in circles. Same thing with Cole Anthony. He has 6 assists, 8 points. They're basically the same player. Guys are basically doing the same things. Hampton, he just scored. What's Hampton doing? 6. Same thing. Basically, they're all 3 the same player. Then they have other guys too that are hurt. So They all do the same thing. So this is just a good sweat for the Knicks, man. Hopefully we can keep this lead. According to NBA, we are still up by 20, which is good. 8 minutes left. It's not time to put the young guys in yet. Let it get down to 4 minutes, and then we can start talking about that. Then we can really start focusing on scouting and this game, scouting the young guys. Yeah, man. I mean, we just outclassed this team, man. So this is just fun to watch. Watch our guys get a sweat. Watch them take care of teams they're supposed to. I see Cole Anthony starting to lose his hair like his dad. So you're gonna have a big old light-skinned bald head soon. It happens, but you can see the corners. The corners are going. Once the corners leave, shout out to me, man. Once those corners leave, that's it. I used to have dreads too, man. I had dreads all down my back, and before you know it, I started losing the corners. Next thing you know, all the hair is gone. Yeah. So I'm just talking while you guys are in here. Man, what you guys talking about? Grab needs to take burst minute. Yo, I think he will. Yeah, you're right about that. I think he'll get there soon. But it's about playing that mind game, Yeah. It's about playing that mind game, man. What you guys talking about here? Yeah, he used to be an Knicks killer. He still is, man. He still is. I feel bad for guys like that. Guys that they've been on the team for so long, like Ross, because Ross is a good player. So it kind of sucks to see him at basically in his prime. Ended up being a minuscule contributor to like a rebuilding team, man. So hopefully Ross can get a shot to play somewhere else. And once upon a time, Ross was one of these guys when he was on Toronto. He was like a young guy. Now he's an older statesman now. It's cool to see. That's what's cool about the NBA, man, especially the older that you get. So, shout out to all the young guys that with the whole 75th anniversary of the NBA. They got the top 75, and people saying, "Oh, this guy should have been on that list. This guy should have been on that list." I can't believe he's not on the list. But I mean, when you watch basketball for years, like somebody that's 20 or somebody that's in high school, they think they know everything. They'll only seen maybe 10 years of basketball, maybe on average. If somebody's in high school or somebody's like in their early 20s, they only might have seen 10 years of basketball on average. Like I'm older. I'm 40 now, 40 something, 42. So, I've been watching basketball since I was a kid. And from what I remember watching, I remember like just before Ewing came in, and I really started getting into it. I want to say, say when I was 10, 8, 9, 10, I really started getting into basketball. I got the guys' names, collecting basketball cards, that type of thing. So really engaged. I've been engaged, for like the better part of 30 something, 30 something years. So 30 something years, how many players retired during that time period? How many people come into the league like Ewing? I remember when Ewing was drafted. I remember when Ewing played his first game and all that stuff, man. So I watched Ewing retire. How many years ago was that? I watched Sprewell play for Golden State. I watched him come to the Knicks. So many different things, man. All these great players that we see pass throughout the years. So it's unfair for the young people to hold their guys, to such high esteem compared to players that came before them. There's like a running joke now about Jordan played with plumbers and stuff like that. That's a joke that we use talking about Bob Cousy and those guys, because during that time those guys literally were plumbers in the offseason. Bill Bradley was like interning for like different government agencies and stuff like that when he was trying to become a politician. What's the name? They said that Dave the Butcher, I think, was like a selling insurance and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The guys are literally butchers and stuff like that in the off season. Talking about the 50s and the 60s. In the 70s they started to get more and more TV time and stuff like that. So things started to change. But I want to say like around Clyde's time when the Knicks win the championships, that's like the modern NBA. Fast forward to the end of the 70s when they added the 3-point line and things of that nature. Bob McAdoo and those different things. We had plenty of great players throughout the years, man. Shout out to Macri. Mr. Macri, he was saying that who has the highest points per game as a Knick, and it's Fournier, who's number 2. And he was like saying it like, he was surprised to see. But I mean, like, if you're a Knicks fan, you got to know about Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo, he averaged as a Knick, he averaged like what 26. I think one year Bob McAdoo averaged like 30 something as a Knick one year. You know what I'm saying? So Bob McAdoo was a big time scorer in his era. So there's so many different players that you forget about, man. That throughout the years, they were so good. And eras count. So if a guy was good in his era, all those guys will basically grow up the same way. Same footwear, same science, same food. You know what I'm saying? Same lifestyle for the most part. Same experiences with everything that's going on in the world. Nowadays, the vitamins are better now. Supplements, workout programs. You got kids in high school that they got professional, workout routines. You know what I'm saying? You got high school kids with tattoos and driving Lamborghinis and shit like that. So it's a different world that we live in now, man. So just on more technology. The sneakers alone, man. Because you're talking about, guys like Will Chamberlain playing in Converse. Could you imagine that? Playing in Converse, high level basketball players. I was wearing Clydes to the Versus on the other day. I had a orange and blue Clydes, and I'm walking around in them shits. I don't know how the hell Clyde played basketball in them things, but those were cutting edge sneakers at the time. So I don't know how they did that. But it's different stuff going on from back in those days. Yeah, man. I'm reading what you guys are saying. See, Obi Toppin's doing his thing. Yeah, man. I remember Larry Johnson. Yeah. Absolutely. Remember when he had a gold tooth? Larry Johnson had a freaking gold tooth in his mouth, man. It's a different era, different world that we were living in, I see Ross is getting loose. Was that Ross? All right, so what's the score? The Knicks are still up by 20 something, man. So, 105 to 81 according to Google. And I think Google's a little delayed at the moment. 20 seconds. Nope, 40 seconds. So it's 105 to 81 according to there. It says 106. I have a little problem with my stream here. Stream is trying to reload itself. So far, so good, man. The Knicks are just doing what they do. It's getting close to the point where we're going to start bringing these young guys in. I see Mitchell Robinson is going out, but for Julius Randle's coming back in. Let's check this box score again. Let's see what's going on here. So Obi Toppin was getting some shout outs in the chat. Obi Toppin, he's was at 13 points. 13 points still on, only 2 rebounds, a couple other stats going on there. It's balanced scoring. That's one key that I'll probably talk about right now. The scoring. Derrick Rose has 9. RJ Barrett has 7. Who else? Where's Quickly? Quickly just got 10. So here goes Obi Toppin with another 3. So right now at the present time, you got Julius Randle with 17, Fournier with 18, Kemba with 11, Quickly with 10. As Suggs shoots a 3, air ball. Here comes Derrick Rose. Alec Burks has 12, and Obi Toppin has 13. Wow, Quickly with another 3. So he got 13 points right now. Jesus Christ. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in double figures, and then you still got RJ Barrett is a 3-point shot away from being 10 points. Derrick Rose is 1 point away from having 10 points. So, at this point now, it's like crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, possibly 8 players by the end of this game can have double figures. We're playing some good basketball, man. We're playing some good basketball. I'm looking at the minutes distribution too. This is like a gift from the heavens, man. Nobody's over 30 minutes at this point. With what is it, like 6 minutes left in this game? It's gonna be 5:50 left in this game, and nobody hit 30 minutes yet. Julius Randle's the high with 28. Mitchell Robinson also got 28. RJ Barrett has 25. Fournier has 27. Kemba with 21, and then the minutes just split the rest of the way. So, Tom Thibodeau, I guess that that he heard us. He heard us complaining about him. And earlier on, like I said, those 4 preseason games count, because he did it during the preseason. And then now in a game like this against the Orlando team, wow, 8, like this, almost 8 guys in double figures. It's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 current guys in double figures right now. could possibly be 8 at any point here if Tom Thibodeau keeps these guys in there. So we're just putting on a clinic right now. What's the name? RJ Barrett is 0 for 5 from 3. So if he hit one of those, he would be at double figures. Wow, man. We got ourselves a team, man. I guess I could look ahead. Can I look ahead yet? Is that bad luck to do that? To look ahead to see who else we got coming up next? We got the record for what? Assists. Like I said, I'm not listening to the telecast. So if you guys hear anything, right now 44 3-point attempts, 20 makes. So is that a record? 20 makes from 3, 45% from 3-point line as a team. What? And RJ Barrett is 0 for 5. Yo, so if RJ Barrett made maybe say two threes, will we be at 50% from 3? We're 51% from the field. That's what I love. We're taking care of business, in the 2-point range. So that's a sign of a good team too. Guys that are finishing 2-point shots with no problem. Not relying so heavily on the 3-point shot. Taking care of business when the ball is close to the basket or just closer into the 2-point range. Another thing is the free throws. Free throws, the Knicks are shooting a lot of threes, so we're not going to get a lot of free throws. So we're 8 for 15, 53%. That's got to improve. Obi Toppin 1 for 5 from the free throw. That's no good. RJ Barrett 1 for 3. These guys got to improve that. We're going to need that help once we play better teams. Wow, look at that. Just the ball movement, the trust. What's the name? Derrick Rose just hit Manuel quick because he could have pulled up, but he hit Manuel quickly in the corner for a 3. So I see Emmanuel quickly trying to get that cover that one eye thing. I guess dead eye shooter. Maybe that's what that is. But him covering the eye, he's a dead eye shooter. That's like a new thing. Instead of I see people doing this. That's mellow, man. Shout out to anybody that's still doing that. Also saying Knicks tape. That's Amon Shumpert, man. Amon Shumpert hasn't been on the team in years. This is, like I said, this is Rasheed Wallace that Melo took that from Rasheed Wallace. That's not our current Knicks right now. So I mean, if Emmanuel quickly's doing this now, then let's do that. No more of this. We're not doing that no more. This is 2021. He lost his contact lens. I wonder if that's true, man. All right, so 444. I just saw 444, so that's good luck. You know what I'm saying? If people are into numerology and things like that. Man, the Knicks are playing good, man. They're fighting for defensive position. Here goes Randle. He just got risky. Oh, he just pushed off. Who's that? Number 34. Is that Wendell Carter Jr.? I wish I could mic that up. Oh, I'm just assuming. I think Wendell Carter Jr. might have told Julius Randle to get that shit out of here or whatever, and then Julius Randle had offense to it, and then he's like, "What are you talking about? We're up by whatever." So I love to see that. But after that, it's time to get Julius Randle out of here. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be getting no fights. He literally was putting his contacts in later. So shit. So that adds a little bit of spice to it. So I'm watching the replay here. So he did block it. So I just want to see Wendell Carter Jr.'s mouth. Pause. All right, so he fouled him. So let's see what happened. Oh, he tried to intimidate him. So Julius Randle's like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that intimidating bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Get off me, you fucking corny country bumpkin. You know what I'm saying? I get into arguments with people about that too, and it talks about intimidation. I guess New York is different, New York, and just the that standing in somebody's way, to show how strong I am compared to you. Man, get the fuck out of here with that. It's a different mind state, from where people are from, So I mean, Wendell Carter Jr. probably didn't think nothing of it, and I'm making a big deal about it as well. But Julius Randle's our guy, so I gotta ride with him. Flagrant foul? Yeah, he did hit him in his head. It could have been a flagrant foul. Yeah, man. I'm just having a good time, man. Yeah, but definitely it could have been called a flagrant foul because he did hit him in the head. See, that's a problem too. Julius Randle's so strong that he probably won't get calls like that. But young boy Wendell Carter Jr., I'm quite sure his feelings are hurt now. You know what I'm saying? He probably got a little wobbly knees now. He didn't mean to do that to Julius. But sometimes you got to wake the kids up. I mean, listen, we playing basketball, bro. Wake up. Oh, look, we got Kevin Knox, a Kevin Knox sighting. Get Julius out of there. We got to save him. Save Julius Randle from himself. Look, Julius Randle. Yeah, I love Julius Randle, man. Yo, shout out to Dallas, because Dallas, something going on with Dallas, especially with the hip hop. Because what's the guy from Gangstar? DJ oh my god, now I can't think of his name. DJ Primo's from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So, he's like the sound of East New York, the sound of Brooklyn, the sound of New York, the most sought after producer, in the 90s and up into this days for some things too, man. So he's from Dallas, from Houston, but Texas, same shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the DOC. They're from Dallas, I believe. Face Mob and all these guys, they have like a New York kind of feel. Shout out to Larry Johnson. If you ever met Larry Johnson gives you a Brooklyn feel. So there's something going on in that part of the world. Saying that they have like a connection to it, to the way our vibe is. So that's why those guys from those areas kind of do well in New York. So I think Julius Randle, he definitely got the LJ vibes. Yeah, man. Kevin Knox is out there, man. Kevin Knox looked like he might be losing something on the top. What do you guys think? Yeah. I think he might be losing some of that a little bit of the top. I see Jalen Suggs got a little bit of missing on the top also. Starting to get a little faded up top. Yeah, man. I know all about it. Like I said, I had dreads for like 12 years, man. All down my back. I don't know if you guys would believe that, but I definitely had dreads down my back for like 12 years. I know my man DeGraffenry. I don't know if he remembers me from back in those days. Yeah, man. Shout out to DeGraffenry, man. He's a super Knicks fan, man. I would love to get him on the show if you wanted to chop it up with me. Definitely a big Knicks fan. Every time I see him, he got on something Knicks, man. Knicks jerseys while we working, it's crazy. Yeah, man. Kevin Knox hesitant on a 3-point shot. I don't know what he's doing there. He made it all the way to the paint and did nothing and kicked it back out. And who's that? Grimes? Was that Grimes with a 3? And then look at that. See, look, that's like a metaphor for life right there. Kevin Knox was wide open for 3, number 1, passed it, drove the to the paint, should have took his man, but decided to turn around and give it back. Quentin Grimes gets the ball and is in the bucket in 2 seconds, from the 3-point line. Good defense on the other side too. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a metaphor for Knox's career right there. Quentin Grimes is coming, baby. Yo, Derrick Rose can shoot that ball now, man. Remember when Derrick Rose couldn't shoot? They were saying if Derrick Rose ever get a jump shot, he's here. But Derrick Rose lost his athletic ability. So now he's just a regular basketball player now. I don't know how they didn't call travel on Mo Bamba. I got to get at State, man, because State loves Mo Bamba. I think more because he's from Harlem. But Mo Bamba has no scoring ability, man. He can't score. He's basically like Mitch with a 3-point shot. Oh, baby, give me that ball. Give me those cookies. Obi Toppin. Woo! Unbelievable. He just popped that ball right out of that boy's hand, man. They called a foul, I guess. Yeah, give me those cookies. Yeah, man. But Obi Toppin with the athleticism, man. I feel like he ain't even sweating. That's crazy. Two dribbles, 2 steps, and he's already doing the East Bay Funk between the legs dunk. Man, what a crazy athletic kid, man. Definitely, man. His body's way stronger. He doesn't run like Bambi like how he used to. Here goes Kevin Knox again. They call travel on Kevin Knox. See, there you go. See, that's a metaphor. What you guys saying about Kevin Knox? So Kevin Knox, you're gonna look like Shelma Hemsley in 3 years. Yo, Drill, man. Yo, Drill, that's crazy. For Sherman Hemsley, that's Mr. Jefferson. For anybody who doesn't know who Sherman Hemsley is. Oh my God, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but to me, that's it for Kevin Knox. Because Grimes came in there and just professional. Coming there, he wasn't a factor in this whole game. He only played six seconds before. He comes in now to take over for this garbage time stuff, and he's ready to play. Kevin Knox comes in there hesitant and stuff like that. Do you want to be in the NBA? Do you want to be on this team? Do you want to participate? You know what I'm saying? It says the roll coming up ahead. I guess Orlando Magic are playing New York again on Sunday. So is it a back-to-back against Orlando? I'll check that in a second. But I mean, Kevin Knox, man, this is some funny shit, bro. Yo, man, Kevin Knox, like I'm saying, shorty, I don't know about traded. Like at this point, Kevin Knox just hang around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hang around. You're a tall guy. He's tall. He can be that guy to help out defensively in practice, and that's it. Because trading him at this point for what? That's something that we can think about at the trade deadline. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Joe Sick. I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying that that move that we're gonna make, Kevin Knox probably gonna be a part of it, but I think that's probably something for February. So we'll see. Because I mean, we definitely have holes, right? But right now we're playing such great basketball that we just got to see. Let's just play out. Let us go through our highs. Let us go through our lows where the tape is off. Then we can really see where our holes is in our game, and then we can make a move to figure out what we need to do. Shout out to Deuce McBride is in the game, man. Yeah, man. So I mean, I just love the way we play. Deuce McBride is not afraid already jacking up a shot. Nice hard dribble, still engaged defensively. Quentin Grimes is already locked in already with the playoff defense there, fighting through the screen. Unbelievable. Obi Toppin right there with him. They both set up a wall by the free throw line. Who's this here? Was he guarded Mo Bamba? Great defense by the young boys. So there's a backcourt violation. Did they call backcourt or did they call a loose ball foul? Looks like they call a loose ball foul. Or something like that. Yeah, loose ball foul because they're saying that their Orlando Magic's in a bonus. I don't get what's going on here because I can't really hear it. So I guess I could turn it up because I do have the volume. Man, so I could put it up.
Deflected on the pass.
Let's put a little bit of sound so I can see what's going on here. According to the screen, it says 58 seconds. I still got a minute and 31 seconds. Step back by what was that? Quickly, right? Yep. Stop the ball. Knicks are playing good defense though. Kevin Knox is trying. He just let Wagner shoot in his face. So I mean, it was a shot that Knox could have closed out better. So that's it in a nutshell, man. Shout out to Knox, but he don't have no trade value, right? I think if anybody brings up Knox anymore, just tell him to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up tell him, just shut your pie hole. I don't want to hear nothing else about Knox. It's over. It's over for Knox because Grimes is playing so well that that's it. There's no use of talking about Knox anymore. And so this is great, man. Let's see what the Knicks did here. Let's look at the box score for the Knicks. Before we do that, let's check out Orlando Magic. Shout out to these kids, man. Franz Wagner, he has 16. The other Wagner, I saw him score a couple times too, man. He has 6 points. Wendell Carter Jr., 10 and 10, double. Mo Bamba had 15 and 10, 2 blocks. They're basically the same player. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's like the running trend with them. Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs, basically the same stats. 10 and 6 and 14 and 8. Same thing. RJ Hampton, he had 8 points, 2 assists. Basically the same thing. Terrence Ross is in purgatory right now. Robin Lopez and that's the other Wagner, Mortis Wagner. He's in the game now, I think. Yeah, I think he's number 22. And then look, Deuce McBride. We have a good team, guys. Deuce McBride just ran length to the court and stole the ball without fouling. Turnover, Knicks ball. Come on. That's how good we are right now, guys. I feel like I trust Deuce. I trust Grimes. Deuce is just launching them things, man. Boy, he's not afraid to shoot. Good defense, man. He had to throw that thing way off the Baja just now just to get that shot in. So that's Orlando. Let's see what the Knicks are doing. 21, did it almost a triple double? Almost a triple double for RJ Barrett. Julius Randle. RJ Barrett had 7 and 7. 3 assists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in double figures for the Knicks.
Knocked away and out of bounds. Only 16
7 players in double figures for the Knicks. RJ Barrett would have had 10 points if he at least made 1 3-pointer. Man, what a game. What a team did we have, guys. 16 seconds left on the clock, according to me here. Let's listen to them. Listen to them talk a little bit.
To Wagner. This is Victor Moritz. Wagner with the shot, and it's no good. Remember last year it was called Victor.
Well, because they just didn't want to confuse him with Mo Bamba just joined the team. Now, I know you probably know this. Please tell me that when we go to the Garden in 2 nights, we're going to be on the floor in our usual spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm hoping so.
Okay.
Listen to the Knicks fans, man. So, the Knicks win, man. 121-96, man. The 3-point shot, man, that's one thing I want to say. Let's talk about how many threes we shot and made. Jesus Christ. 54 threes, bro. We shot 54 threes, 24 made threes, man. 44% from the 3-point line, 44% from the 3-point line. We miss a lot of free throws. I'm looking at this now. So with 9 and 17, 52%, we can't do that, man. We got to stay in the 70s as a team. From the field, 50% from the field is great, man, for us. Most of them were 3-pointers, man. So, we can't live and die by these threes. But we put up 54, man. 54, we made 24. That is incredible. Even rebounding-wise. Rebounding, we have 52 rebounds. That's great, man. According to them, 52 to 52 is good. But just team rebounding. If you look at the box score, there's not too many people with double-figure rebounds. On Orlando, they had 2 guys with double-figure rebounds, On the Knicks, is really a team effort. We're gang rebounding. So that's a sign of a good team as well. The steals. We had 10 steals, just everybody as a team effort, playing well, man. Oh man, it's crazy. We have a really good team, man. So, shout out to everybody who's hanging out with me today. So I know you guys got your favorite post-game shows. You got Knicks Fan TV, you got Nothing But Knicks. I'm not sure if Guard Up Knicks are gonna do a show tonight. Freezy right now, I think is doing a live game watch thing. I'm not sure if anybody else is doing anything, but go to your favorite post-game shows, man. So, show love to everybody. Let me show love to everybody in this chat, man. Shout out to David C. Khalid Abdul. Yeah, I get that. I see that. I give that to you. The Graph and Read, man. Los Knicks at the end here. Chris Holcomb. Jarrell is here 2-0, baby. Shut it down. Shut the season down. You know what I'm saying? We doing good, man. So yo, appreciate your team. Love your team, man. And man, the Iron Knicks podcast at the halftime, the crunch time. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I got to get some sleep, man. I'm glad we played Orlando. We started at 7, so now I can get a little head start on the sleep, man. So I catch you guys on the next one. I'll try to keep these podcasts coming out, man. I have plenty of ideas and stuff. So shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to to the Graphery. I am Jarrell. I see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.